Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Zainub Sheikh, and I lead the cell phones, consumer electronics, and hard home categories here at eBay. I'm excited to dive into the dynamic world of electronics on eBay with you. I'll be sharing insights into our category, highlight key trends, and provide actionable tips to help you succeed and grow your business. Here's what we'll cover today: category fast facts in re-commerce, electronics demand and holiday preparedness, customer satisfaction and reach, and then we'll wrap up with key takeaways. Let's start with some fast facts about our category. In 2023, the largest categories within electronics include laptops and netbooks, cell phones and smartphones, and computer components and parts, while the fastest growing categories were digital cameras, laptops and netbooks, and video game accessories. Our data shows that mid to high ASP items drive a significant portion of our GMV, with items priced between $100 to $500 contributing approximately 40% of sales, while items over $500 account for around 30%. On the other hand, low ASP items, including items priced under $20, make up over 40% of sold items. This highlights the diverse pricing strategies within our marketplace. Re-commerce is a growing trend, and eBay is a destination for it. 86% of surveyed participants have bought or sold pre-loved items in the past 12 months. Moreover, 79% of global sellers got their start on eBay by selling pre-loved goods. Used and refurbished items contribute to 40% of eBay's GMV. Sustainability is a key driver, with 68% of global consumers aware that purchasing refurbished items help reduce their environmental impact. eBay is leaning into these trends by establishing and supporting programs such as eBay Refurbished. This program is open to B2C sellers, and you can learn more by visiting the Seller Center. Now let's shift gears. As we approach the holiday season, it's essential to be prepared. The top 10 brands by GMV year-to-date in various electronics categories include Apple, Dell, HP, Lenovo, and more. Popular keywords driving traffic are laptop, MacBook Pro, iPhone, and gaming PC, among others. Did you know that if you have these items to sell, including the brand and the keyword in your titles will help your listing in search? Key items from last year's Cyber 5 include Xbox Game Bundle deals, gaming laptops, and refurbished Apple iPhone models. For 2024, we anticipate high demand for gaming consoles, high-spec gaming laptops, refurbished smartphones, and giftable wearables. Emerging trends include virtual reality devices like the Apple Vision Pro and Meta Quest. To capitalize on these trends, monitor pricing to stay competitive, source inventory strategically, optimize your listing with detailed descriptions and high-quality images, and utilize promotion manager tools to run effective campaigns. Now let's talk about customer satisfaction. Put simply, happy buyers are returning buyers. Ensure customer satisfaction by offering competitive prices, high-quality listings, free shipping, excellent customer service. Answering questions and offering free returns can significantly enhance buyer trust and confidence. Leverage eBay ads and promoted listings to increase visibility. Use the promotion manager tools available to store subscribers to attract more buyers, clear old stock, increase average order size, and drive repeat purchases. Access these tools from the Marketing tab of Seller Hub for real-time analytics and self-service advertising solutions. We covered quite a bit. So to wrap up, re-commerce and sustainability are increasingly important in buying decisions. Be mindful of top brands and keywords in your sourcing strategy and item details. And happy customers are returning customers. Use eBay tools to increase your reach and convert buyers. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you found these insights helpful and are as excited as I am about the future of electronics on eBay. Stay tuned for my conversation with electronics seller Oliver, followed by a live Q&A session. Thank you for sticking with us. I'm joined here today by Oliver from Supplytronics. Oliver, if you wouldn't mind introducing yourself and your eBay story.
Yeah, so my name's Oliver. I'm one of the co-founders of Supplytronics. Myself and my business partners got started back in 2008. One of those business partners was my college roommate at the time. I wanted to work on Wall Street in 2008, and that was really not a good time to find a job on Wall Street, as I'm sure you can imagine. So we kind of got to talking, and our other business partner had some contacts in the printing supplies industry, and we started selling that on eBay and other e-commerce channels. And that's kind of how we got started. And now today, as we've reinvested back in the business and grown to where we are now, we pretty much exclusively focus on consumer electronics.
Yeah, love that. Homegrown eBay business, started from the bottom, now you're here.
Yep, exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I have a couple questions for you. Considering the competitive landscape on eBay, what tips do you have for small and medium-sized businesses to optimize their listings, enhance their visibility?
Sure. So one of the things that I think is really important, and you and I have talked about this a lot over the years, is product quality. If you're not shipping products that are going to be functional, match the description on your detail pages, and kind of give the buyer exactly what it is that they're expecting, you're going to end up with returns. Even worse, eBay has rolled out a new feature where customers can leave negative reviews with pictures and images. They can also leave positive reviews with pictures. And you want that feedback to be representative of positive images with, products that match, because when buyers are spending $400 or $500, $600 on an item, they're going to look through that feedback and they want to see good pictures and customers that got what they want. The next thing that we recommend doing is really kind of focusing on building a good listing. I spend a lot of time looking at competitors and what they're doing, and I see a lot of smaller companies. They'll use kind of just a blank white page with black text, and that's fine when you're getting started and you have limited resources. We did the same thing. But it's not as much as you'd think to hire a company to make a better listing, use some images and graphics to kind of depict what it is that you're describing in words, so that somebody can go on your listing and say, wow, somebody spent some time putting this together, and therefore they care about what they're doing, and they probably care about the product that I'm going to receive. So that's been really beneficial. And one of the last things that we do is we show our listings, especially when it's a new product, to friends or family who aren't maybe as technically savvy. I show mine to my mom a lot, who isn't as technically savvy.
Yeah.
If she understands what's being sold and doesn't have questions, I know I've got a good listing. And if she doesn't, then I can take some of that information that she's missing and kind of really make sure I've got a good template. That's your opportunity to sell to that customer. You don't have a salesman on the floor answering questions. You've got that one limited chance before they leave and go to a different seller.
I love that. Very, very useful, very intuitive. And of course, mom always knows best.
Yes, definitely. She always does.
Yeah. So with the rapid evolution of technology, how do you ensure that you have the most relevant inventory and stay in stock?
Yeah. So one thing is, like, just as with any business, you want to have good relationships with your suppliers. In this industry, if you don't have inventory, you don't have a business. We're not selling a service here. And so it's important to not just, be a good customer to your suppliers, but really get to know them. Are you building a good friendship with the people that you work with over there? When a new product comes out, they're going to want to work with the people that are easiest to work with, that they've built relationships with over the years, and you want to be the first phone call so you can get that hot new product that everybody wants. So that's one thing. And kind of along those lines, a great place to do that, if you're not going to the industry trade shows for your particular industry, whatever that product may be, you should be doing that. It's easy to find them online these days and attend them. And there you can meet with these suppliers and go to dinner with them and grab drinks. And you might even be able to meet some people from eBay there and just work on the relationships. And that's where you're going to hear, hey, these are the product gaps that nobody has online. And we're looking for this type of product. And, can you source it? And that's where a lot of that comes in. And then, the next big trend that's a little bit kind of like, which stock is going to go up 200% this year? That's a hard one to answer. So what we try to do, my business partners and I and our team, is we focus on something called Kaizen, which is the Japanese philosophy of improving everything 1% every day. So we just kind of come in and what can we do a little bit better today? And we just focus on one thing and we improve that every day. And if you do that over time, you're going to end up with a business that runs very well, very efficiently, and just does an excellent job on everything. And that's how you're going to end up with, kind of something where you're staying ahead of the curve of everybody.
Yeah, I love that Kaizen philosophy. And also, if you guys plan on attending trade shows, make sure you bring comfortable shoes.
Yes, 100%, because you'll be doing a lot of walking.
Yeah. And in your experience, what kind of post-sale support or warranty can people offer to enhance the overall trust of the customer and increase repeat purchases?
Yeah, and that's a really good point because you want to have a lot of that repeat business. Um, my wife does a lot of shopping on eBay, and she has one particular seller. She goes back over and over to that seller because when she's had problems, they've always taken care of her. And so, one of the things that I recommend along those lines is um, offering a little bit longer of a return policy. Standard is kind of 30 days. I see a lot of sellers that offer no returns, that they just don't allow you to return the product. We go and do 60 days. So what that does is if you kind of start at the beginning of the spectrum and say you can't return something, if you're not letting somebody return something, if I was the customer, I think, well, maybe they're not very confident in what I'm going to receive. And 30 days is certainly that buyer window, but going that extra 60 tells the customer, hey, you're not going to have a random lemon that's going to break on you after you've had it for a bit. I trust that the product I'm shipping you is good, and that's really going to help with that buyer conversion. And then another thing that I think is obvious, but a lot of people don't do, is sit down with your customer service team and your operations team and read through the customer service emails that you're getting.
Yep.
And take that feedback the customers are giving you about what they really like and make sure that you're doing more of that, and then take that feedback about the complaints and improve that. Reach out to some of those buyers and make the situation right for them, because you're always going to have an issue. You can't have 0 returns or 0 defects. It's not possible. But what you can do is take an issue that was a problem and turn it into a positive situation, and that customer is much more likely to come back and buy over and over again if you treated them right.
Yeah, I love that. So the customer is at the core of everything that you do.
100%. Yeah. If you make a good decision, and that's actually kind of a good point. My business partner, have this saying that doing what's right for the customer isn't always the most profitable thing to do on day one, but in the long term, that's what really makes a difference in your business, because those people are going to keep coming back and buying over and over and over again.
Thank you all for joining us, and thank you, Oliver, for your time.
Yeah, no problem, Zainub. Really appreciate the opportunity. Thank you.
Of course.